Man in a Tub presents the Tubcast. Featuring Eric.
Oh, you see that guy? He's all like,
Kyle.
Is he transgender?
Jeremy.
We're gonna make America great.
Trevor.
I mean, why did he just go to the bus?
And special guest Nathan.
Does this mean we're finally gonna get to see Big Bird's chicken breast?
Woohoo! You made it to the Man in a Tub show! Yeah! We're here to wrestle us up some cowpokes and ride us some little pony boys.
Whoa. I like where this is going.
You're just swinging that until it flies out, aren't you?
You really want this place to smell like your nasty sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
His sandwich had fly in it.
People voted on my poll and said I should bring a stink food in here.
Eric, I feel now like everyone except for me has brought stink food into the tub.
You're welcome.
Technically, I have not brought stink food in yet.
Shut up, KUIPERS!
Who is that?
No one told you could talk yet. We haven't
We
introduced
didn't even
you.
introduce you.
Just quiet. Stop it. Gosh dang it, KUIPERS.
I feel like we need to go over with him the intern.
Someone find a paper bag and put it over his head until he can talk.
I got a bag. It's not a paper bag.
Will he die?
Paper, I said.
Well, that's
I think there's enough room past his nose that it'll let in oxygen.
sweet. Do it.
Good. Or we can find that bag you were just swinging.
Well, yeah, I lost that.
Dang
I threw it.
Oh, darn.
Once it's off screen, it no longer exists.
Yeah, that's true. When you can't
Yeah.
see it, it's
Gotta
not
be
there.
this. What do you mean? Is there a mature audience warning?
There should be.
Yeah, Eric's
Well,
on
drugs.
something tonight.
I had a sandwich. That's all I had.
He's on a sandwich,
So
man.
You're on
Wait,
I've
it's
been
not
fed.
a How I Met Your Mother sandwich, is it?
Yeah, it is. I had a whole sandwich.
Awesome.
It was only a 6-inch. People voted on my poll on
Kuipers,
Twitter.
You've
and
been
said,
told to do something in chat. Do it.
What did they
Jeremy.
tell him?
He's crazy legs. Crazy legs says drop and give me 20.
Right now?
Did he stutter? Keep your head up so we can see it. Yeah, keep your head up.
Head up higher!
Head up higher.
We can't see her head.
There you go. Loud. Come on. Keep it up. Keep it going. You got to count.
No one else listening to this is really understand. They probably hear me yelling the count.
Come on. All right.
There you go.
All right.
Bravo.
Thank
Bravo.
you.
Bravo. Good job.
Now, he is sitting in Trevor's seat tonight, so if you want to shut him up, use the Trevor shut up. Okay,
Yeah.
just keep that. in
So
mind,
let's back this up because all of our
Teddy's already thinking about
iTunes audience and just the podcast listeners are completely lost right now.
Yeah, Crazy Legs just made KUIPERS drop and give him 20.
Who is KUIPERS?
KUIPERS is, well, he helped us out at Comic-Con. He was helping us film the panel.
That's true.
So we snuck him in the back door.
He didn't even know that he
Like
applied for our,
Nathan does
for
with his
our
dates.
internship.
Like Nathan does on this.
With his dates, I said. Anyways, so
Oh no.
we,
Kyle
we
just got that one.
we brought KUIPERS in as a guest to replace Trevor, who's on a boat with Keith Urban.
Yes, he's on a boat with Keith Urban.
So-
As you do.
As you do.
I mean, that's what he does for his summers. So we've been scouting out an intern for like what, like
We
A
put
year?
out, we
year
put
at
out
least?
a
good
job
Craigslist.
request.
Yes.
This is over a year, actually.
It was a long time ago, and no one ever returned. But then we just spotted this KUIPERS guy, and we're like, yeah, he'll do. And so
We tested him out in Viaria. Nathan took him out to play some bingo.
that's right. He did make his debut there. All right, so it's fine if you talk. Sorry, I was being so rude to you. But sometimes it kind of comes with your job title. So are you consider this your interview for the position of intern on the Men in a Tub?
I gotta say, you earned points by dropping and
But that-
actually giving 20
Like
push-ups.
Almost to my mouth.
Yeah.
There you go. Now people
Okay.
can hear you.
All right. Sorry,
Go
everyone.
ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, that's you got extra points in the interview process for doing those push-ups because none of the
Sweet.
rest of us would ever do 20 push-ups.
God of Atheists would like to know you answered a Craigslist ad from to film 5 guys in a basement. No, he didn't answer.
He didn't
that ad.
answer. We
No.
actually answered it for him.
Yeah, we just told him that's. No, Kuipers, you kind of know Nathan and Trevor, right? You're kind of in some circles.
Yeah, like I'm pretty much in both their friend circles, and I'd see you every once in a while too, Eric. But
Just like, who's
From a
that guy?
distance.
Yeah.
He's like,
you
I don't
know.
approach him.
Sorry.
He looks like he smells like sandwiches.
He smells like sandwiches and he's really tall.
From a distance.
No, that's good. Yeah, so we're glad to have you here on the show.
Yes.
And we're
Good to
glad.
be here.
I think, you seem very cooperative, so I think this might work out.
Yeah.
And we might see the show go in some places now that we have some more help.
One of those places is New Zealand.
Yeah.
Teddy says, "Oh God, he's one of the D&D guys."
yes, unfortunately, yes, I am.
Okay, so now we've got
So
two
now there's
D&D
more
guys that
people
won't invite us.
invite us.
Good. Great.
Wait, will you not invite us? Because Trevor keeps saying it like it's gonna happen. It's never happened. Is this a known thing?
I am just a player. I don't make the executive decisions.
Wow. He will do well as an intern.
That was a good answer. That was a very good answer. That was I would invite you if I had the decision-making abilities.
But I do not have the power.
I don't have any power.
I'm just an elected official. I can't make decisions by myself.
Well, anyways.
We're
yeah,
glad you're here.
But thanks for warming the spot for Trevor.
Yeah.
His cheeks won't be cold when he gets back.
Yep.
I mean,
Or
unless
they should be cold.
well, unless he swims from the ocean.
They just won't. Do you think his cheeks will be tan? Do you think he found himself a private little spot to
Tan his cheeks.
tan his cheeks?
Definitely not.
to Chan his cheeks.
Chan his cheeks.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. He's my favorite actor. My name is Jeff. So, yeah, we were at Comic-Con. We had a
Yes.
fun time there.
Yeah.
We're posting some content of that. So if
There's more to come.
your normal programming has been thrown off, like Viaria and Lunchcast, don't worry. There's stuff coming.
We'll get him.
We
We'll
got-
get him back for you.
You get special stuff instead.
Don't go watch it now, but I just posted. It was like uploading and processing when I left to come record the
Saturday?
new day two of Comic-Con coverage is uploading. Or it's ready. You can watch it now, but don't. As far as Hug Cam goes, Teddy's asking, no, but expect to see a video next week. I think Trevor's working on that when he gets back. That he is going to be editing Nathan's head cam video.
Yeah, so
Which,
you'll
I mean-
have to harass him on Twitter like every day. Be like, "You got it done? You got it done?"
I mean, yeah, Trevor is on vacation now. You could start harassing him now, but yeah, at least wait till Sunday.
Yeah.
When he gets back.
Hi, L. Mitchell Ramsey.
Hello,
Lucas.
I
Lucas.
remember meeting
Lucas
you.
wants to know if we met any cool people there.
No,
We
no
just-
cool people. We didn't meet anybody there.
We did meet Lucas, and you're a cool
Yeah.
person, Lucas.
Lucas
And you
is pretty
hung
cool.
out and played. What do we play? It's like Quiplash too.
Quiplash
Yeah, we
last
played some
night, yeah.
Quiplash.
So thanks for coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Comic-Con was fun. It felt like summer camp to me a little bit. It was
Yeah.
cool to just like hang
You
out
made
with
out with
people.
people?
Yeah. I talked to a can of soup.
Your experience at summer camp was a lot different than mine.
You went to the wrong summer
Hey,
camp, Nathan.
that's supposed to come back here soon.
What's
I
wrong?
think-
What's wrong, Nathan? I'll come back to that, Kyle.
Okay.
What were you saying?
I was
Nathan?
saying your experience at summer camp was very different than mine.
Oh, really? Why is that? You didn't have fun?
No, when I was a child and I went to summer camp, I just threw up every morning at breakfast and then spent most of the day in the counselor's office drinking
Gross,
Pepto-Bismol.
Why?
What?
I don't know.
That sounds like a horrible time.
It may have just been that I was dehydrated. It may have been I was experiencing homesickness in a weird way, but I did not enjoy the entire experience.
No, I mean, summer camp to me was about hanging out with people you only saw once a year.
Being
and,
mean
like,
to Jeremy.
Whatever. Jeremy being mean to me. No, it was just, it was a good time. But it was good to hang out with everybody, and people were in cosplay, and
There were a lot of really good cosplay this year.
And I got to go
Blaster
talk
was
to a
there,
lot of people.
Was there too, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great.
What was that? Oh, Blaster was
Blaster, yeah, was there this weekend too.
Blaster, let us know who you were, if you talked to us.
Yeah.
But
hey, Kuipers, I'm thirsty.
Thirsty? Okay.
Give me something to drink. I want something to drink. Give me something
You
to
should
drink.
know what he wants.
What do we got?
No, I don't want that.
He doesn't like Dr. Pepper. He's not Trevor.
Yeah, that's a Trevor drink. No, that's an Eric drink.
No.
Oh, man.
Jeez, I thought you've watched our show before.
Man,
You're striking out, Kuipers.
go. You're close, but I think I want no. That's farther away. Go with close to the last one.
He's gonna grab every single.
No, Diet. You know nothing about me.
He's grabbing all the wrong
You're grabbing
stuff.
everything that's wrong. Grab something that's right. Oh, he does it finally.
Well, the last choice.
I'll take a Pepsi Fire.
Oh, thank you. Man.
Oh, okay. Turbo says,
Thank you.
I was the husky kid with the mom next to me. Okay.
Oh, I remember you.
Good. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us, Turbo.
Yeah.
It's good to see you here.
Does your mom know you're watching? Please say no.
Yeah, it's fine.
She wants to
we're-
watch too.
We're family friendly.
Yeah.
So
We told her that.
we told your mom we were family friendly.
We did?
Jeremy
We
told
told-
your mom a lot more.
We told everyone that we're family friendly.
It's a good thing I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, it is. So I'm losing track of the chat here. I got there's a lot
there's
of
a
stuff
lot
that
going
we
on.
missed.
This is fun though.
Trevor, will you have so much oily hands from the suntan, from rubbing grannies? Yeah, I'm sure Trevor is on a boat with a bunch of grandmas. I think that's where he's at, right?
Grandmas do
Something like
enjoy
that.
Keith Urban.
I was just reading an article about
Nathan went to bulimia camp. Is what Crazy Legs is asking.
nice. I did just read an article about elderly women who they retire and then live on cruise ships.
Oh yeah, I've met some of those.
It's like I forget like a few of them for less than $40,000 a year. They could live on the boat, and it includes all their food, their housing. They've got maid service.
Dysentery.
Regular entertainment.
Regular entertainment, exactly. A new date every week.
It's true. They get their strange,
So-
right?
Yeah.
Get their cruise
When
strange.
I become a granny, that's what I'm going to do. Live on a cruise ship. Sounds like a winning solution.
Jeremy, do you have any concrete plans on becoming a granny?
No, of course not.
Okay.
But when I
I just
do,
felt like if you
that's where
did,
I'll
that was
be.
something that warranted talking about.
No,
He's-
you'll
he's-
just know where I am when that if and when that happens.
He's transitioning. Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
God of
He's
Atheists
transitioning.
said,
Transitioning.
in Before Kuipers Murders Everyone, and next week it's Trevor in a tub.
Oh god, that'll be the most awkward 2 hours I've ever watched.
Oh, poor Trevor.
Then God of Atheists said, how did you promote Men in a Tub at the con? Did you give any swag away? We did give some stuff away. We had tattoos, stickers. We gave away a $50 gift card
To Amazon.
That
to
is
Amazon.
customized. If you haven't seen that, it's on Instagram, correct?
No.
No.
Where did you? Oh, it's
Slack.
hidden on us. It's
Yeah,
only
Jeremy-
for us.
Jeremy
and the winner.
doesn't
they
always
don't
know
get
everything.
to see. Oh man, they don't get to see the pretty picture.
You know what? I'll tweet it out
There you go.
so people can see what we.
And thanks to our Patreon subscribers, we were able to have a nice big banner
That's true.
behind us, and we did it upright. So
We got to meet a lot of people, and
Yeah.
a lot of people showed up to our panel, which I was we had almost 40 people there.
we did.
So
yeah,
that was
if
So
you count
we'll-
us, it was
we-
over 40.
And that was definitely over double what we did when we just walked and wandered into a room last year.
Mm-hmm.
So
oh yeah, if you Lucas kind of gave it away, but if you're a Patreon member, you've seen this on the panel. But yes, we did give kid actually 5 tub bucks, which were actually real dollars. So technically, it was like
Yeah, the jar's missing.
500 tub bucks technically.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Technically,
that's right.
He took that to smell and discover if there was a fart in Nathan's jar that he gave us. So that'll be up for non-Patreon members on Sunday.
Yes,
it's on YouTube, so you can watch. But if you want to watch it now, $5 on Patreon gets it to you.
Crazy
That's
Legs.
500 tub bucks for those of you keeping track.
Crazy Legs made a couple of noticed a few things in the studio tonight. One, the poster behind Nathan's head, of which he wanted Nathan to move, so you could see it more.
Let me
But
Yeah, we'll give the big
there
view.
you go.
There you go.
That was Crazy
That
Legs.
pasty thing in the background there. That's crazy. I don't know if our camera's able to focus
yeah,
enough.
that's okay. Thank you for driving down and having that printed off at a Walmart in order to put it in our booth with us. That was nice of you.
Perfect.
And then also, KUIPERS, are you compensating for anything with the size of your laptop?
Yeah, lift
That's
that
the
up so
question.
people can see it.
That thing is a monster.
Holy cow, it's huge.
Its power brick is almost bigger than my laptop.
It's not that big, okay? But yeah.
That's what she said.
Hey, Max.
Hey.
Hey, Max.
What's up, Max?
Been a while. Go ahead, Kuipers. What were you gonna say?
I guess to answer your question, Crazy Legs. No, I like to live the same, or like my computer the same way. I have no idea where I'm going with this.
I'm intrigued.
I like my laptop the way that I like my women, but I don't know what that is.
Large and with big power bricks.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
We'll just go with that. Why not? Sure.
Yeah. Perfect.
There you go.
God of Atheist knows what's up, though. He said gamer laptop.
Yep.
That is correct, right?
Correct.
So what are you playing on that?
A little bit of Overwatch, a little bit of Orwell recently. That's been actually a pretty interesting game.
Okay.
Like,
Some PUBG.
actually, I haven't played PUBG yet.
Oh man, you need to get on that.
I do.
Yeah, Trevor and Eric play it. I can't wait until it comes out on console so that I can play.
Yeah.
Jeremy doesn't remember what PUBG
I
is.
do, too. I'm
You
just
should
waiting to buy
you guys
an
should
actual PC
sell some
computer.
kidneys. You each got like 4 kidneys that you could each sell
4
one.
kidneys? Is that how that works?
Yeah, don't you? Don't you have 4
No.
I
kidneys?
think everyone has 2.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking
Between
of the
the
other.
two of them, they have
You
4.
don't. What do
Yeah,
you have? That's
you have 2
4
kidneys.
of?
So you.
But you
between-
said you each have
Oh.
4 kidneys.
No, I meant to say between the 2 of you. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha. So we could only get rid of 1 apiece then, and live without dialysis for the rest of our life.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're going on dialysis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great way to be.
Yeah.
Anyways, I tweeted that out. If you guys want to see it, it's pretty good. The gift card
That's
is.
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's totally
Um,
super good.
So let's see. Teddy says that also Eric made Kuipers sit lower down than everyone else to show status. And I think he's slouching a little. Are you slouching a hair?
Kinda. But
Sit up straight just a little bit so people can.
There you
that
go.
better?
I
See-
think I think it's
See-
more so that he feels intimidated.
Hey, he
by
can
being in our,
sit
in our
however he
presence,
wants to.
Which is
Kuipers
okay
is
with
actually
me.
a pretty tall fella.
Oh, pretty big, huh?
Not
So
not what I
it's
meant.
been
That's what she said.
yeah. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was fun to hang out with
Yeah.
everybody. It's fun.
I got a little
we
testy
know,
at
Jeremy.
the end.
We know, but nobody saw that. Only us.
sorry.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. Jeremy,
That's
I felt
true.
like it was a little staged. Like you were kind
I
of.
was sick of you guys, to be completely honest.
What? We weren't that bad this weekend.
No,
Like,
you weren't. Just,
we were well behaved. We didn't do anything to
I
annoy
had a
you.
difficult weekend.
You did.
Eric.
I know you did. And you were still there for most
Are you
of
saying?
it.
Are you saying you want to talk
I'll
about
share
it?
for those?
Wait, hold on real quick before you do.
All right.
Let me set the stage just a hair.
Are
and
you
then-
gonna give?
No, I'm not going to give
Okay.
anything away. I'm just going
Alright.
to set the stage. So this weekend was Comic-Con, right? Monday or Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
We're there all day, pretty much Friday, Saturday, and
Mm-hmm.
then quite a bit of the day Sunday.
I think we were the last ones to have our table pulled
Yeah.
down in the podcast area.
Yeah. So
Or, at least like the last 2.
we're there. So we were there all day Friday. We get there Saturday. We'd been there a couple hours, I think. And Jeremy got a phone call. But I want to say this, like, we had all kind of scheduled it out and balanced it to where most of us could be there most of the time. We knew some
Yeah.
people were going to be
Yeah.
gone and somewhere. So, anyways,
Like Trevor.
but yeah, like Trevor because he was on his
Yeah.
granny cruise. But yeah, so I would like to say that what happened, what the phone call is about, I'll let you explain that, happened before our panel, and we didn't know if you were going to make it to the panel.
Yeah. It
And-
was, what, about 5-6 hours before?
Yeah, and so I just want to say I'm glad you made it to the panel because the panel would not have been nearly as good
Aw, you're
without you.
sweet.
Because you made some funny thing, you said some funny stuff, you
I
brought the
was
whole
a-
circle together.
I'll admit,
you-
I was probably a little aggressive because I was
Feeling feisty.
I was compensating for other emotional stresses.
so
well, and if you hadn't been there, then we probably would have had Crazy Legs fill in.
which could have
Which
gone
would
off
have
the
been probably about the same. You're saying.
I don't know. I don't really know. He was.
That's a wild card.
He made a comment here in the chat about jumping from the computer to real life, and essentially he knows who we all are because he sees us every week for hours at a time.
crazy.
And, yeah, and he wanted to know. He asked us that question when we were hanging out there the first night, what we thought of him. Of course, Eric, you and I have met him before. We know him. But for the other three, they were like, "You're exactly like what we thought you'd be,
Well,
based on your chat."
Nathan didn't think he would be as thin.
That is thin. Yeah, that was the only thing. So.
But he really is exactly what his persona is on
Yeah.
on here.
Yeah, he has no exaggeration whatsoever.
Yeah, it's kind of it's too on the nose to say, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
So anyways, Jeremy, would you
Yeah.
like to share your story?
Well, I won't. I mean, I won't go into it too much, but I got a phone call from my wife, and we have a dog that's been with us since before we were married. We've been married 15 years, and we knew that the dog's time was coming soon. Obviously, he's probably lived longer than most dogs do, and he had jumped off the couch and dislocated his back hip, which for a young dog is still pretty traumatic and takes 6 to 9 months to heal and a surgery to put them under to put it back in place, and it's fairly expensive. But for a dog of his age, we called a vet to see what our options were and stuff like that before we took him in, and the vet basically said, yeah, you could have this done, but the odds are he's not gonna make it through the recovery because it's just gonna be too much for him to deal with. So I had made previous arrangements with a friend of ours who lives out in the country, and was able to take him out to the farm and give him a proper burial, and did all that right in the middle of our Saturday Comic-Con, and made it back right before we went on the panel. So yeah, I had a pretty rough day that day, but it was surrounded with a lot of fun as well from being at Comic-Con. It was probably helpful that it was that way.
Which I think you were debating whether to come back or not that night.
Yeah, I was.
And
I'm glad I did.
But I think
it was
you
better
said to
for
me, I think it would be a good distraction.
Yeah.
But I mean, you've been pretty.
And honestly, I broke down that day, and then it was up until last night before I really kind of let it sink in.
Yeah, I mean,
And,
dog. We'll say what you will
he was
about
my
a dog,
little boy, you know?
but dogs become part of your family. It's like they're close to you. I do want to say you've been pretty outspoken in the past about how you were going to handle the situation.
Sure.
And are you comfortable talking about that? Or do you
Yeah,
know? Okay.
I mean, yeah.
But I mean, that's because to me, I think that makes what happened even harder, because I don't think I could have done that. And so like, but it was like a symbolic like thing for you to do it. So I mean, do you want to explain like how? Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't need anyone sending me any hate mail for any of this, but I'll be honest with people. And I had made a decision a long time ago. I grew up on a farm. We dealt with loss of animals, but specifically pets on the farm. It was a 30-minute drive to go to a vet. So if we had a pet that was injured or something like that, then we would just have to put them down ourselves. And and you know, I see that as a very humane thing to do. It's immediate. It's you get to spend some time with the pet prior to that, where it's just, you know, the two of you. And it was very difficult because he's my dog. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a family dog. It wasn't because, I mean, it was, but it was because he was my dog, and then I had a family.
Mm-hmm.
So my 14-year-old and my 10-year-old, they've known him their entire lives because he was around before we got married.
Yeah.
And so, and my family all knew, and we had talked about it, and yeah, so I mean, without going into too much detail, but I took him out to the farm, and we had a good cry together and talked a little bit. And I mean, he was in pain, but he was content. You could tell he wasn't whining. He wasn't, you know, any more stress than he needed to be in from just the pain he was in. But and I think it seemed like he knew that it was time. And anyway, yeah. So, you know, I mean, if people want to know details, I put him down myself and dug the grave, and dug the grave first, and crying the whole time, and put him down and buried him and put a bunch of rocks on the grave. And
Yeah, I saw the picture
you know,
with the little collar. It was cute.
yeah, it's a really great
It's a cute
place
grave.
for him.
I don't know
It'll
if
be a
you're
good
supposed to
spot
say
for the
that.
family. No, it'll be
I
a
don't
good
think you're
spot for the
supposed to say
family to
grave.
go visit.
Yeah.
When the kids are ready to do that.
And that had to been. I know where you went, and that's like an hour drive. That drive
It was
had
an
to
hour drive
suck.
away. It did.
That drive had to suck.
But in some way, it gave me time to come to terms
Yeah.
with everything.
Yeah.
And it was my time alone with the dog because I did it by myself,
Yeah.
not with the family.
Well, that would be kind of yeah.
And so, you know, all said and done, I spent about 2.5 hours with just me and Bosco, and yeah, it was a good closure.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and then to say that, so here's Jeremy. He spent that day with all this trauma, goes out, has to put down his own dog, comes back to Omaha, and does the panel.
Drove right to the convention
Yeah,
center.
right after. So
and
when
I think we walked into the panel room about 15 minutes after I got there.
yeah, and started the panel. So just so you know, if you haven't already seen the panel, if you weren't there, it'll be up on Sunday for non-Patreon members.
And I had tough time throughout the rest of the day too. I think
Yeah.
you guys probably saw a few times. I walked away for a while and
Yeah.
you know, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
anyway.
So anyway, yeah, that's that. Thanks for doing that, Jeremy. I know that probably wasn't like what you wanted, but I think like we'd all discussed about
I'm
it.
not ashamed of it because we've discussed it in detail before, but you know, because that is a tough thing to do.
Mhm.
But in the same respect, I felt like it was my responsibility to do, versus having someone else take the life of, you know, of my best friend, you know.
Yeah.
So
No, I get it. And I just, I think like we had talked about that a little bit while you were gone. We were just like, this panel is not going to be, I mean, we've been building this up for so long. This is not going to be the same without Jeremy here. Like, it's not going to feel right. And so for you to kind of put that aside and come in and do it, I mean,
and I had already
was
decided,
very professional.
I'll be
of you.
honest
Yes.
though. Well, I didn't rush anything to do that, and I don't want anyone to think I did. I made sure I took all the time I needed to take, and I think I called you on my way back and said, "Hey, I'm about an hour away. It looks like I'll make it." It was literally that. I didn't look at my phone or my clock until after I had done everything I needed to do, cleaned up the area. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't rush anything, and it worked out. And I'm glad it did.
Yeah.
It was necessary. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Well,
Well,
that was a good story. We're glad that
it's-
you shared.
It was a sad story, but you know what?
Yeah.
Bosco is in heaven because I saw the movie, and
Yep.
he's looking down at Jeremy smoking a fat cigar
Yeah.
with some other bees around him.
What, you were smoking a
And-
fat
no,
cigar?
Bosco is.
Oh.
Doggy cigar.
That's true. They did
Gotcha.
smoke a lot in that movie.
Uh-huh. So, and yes, Trevor's with Keith Urban on a boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we need the intern to press the mood change button.
Yeah, please.
So that we can
Please
pump this thing back
steer
up.
the shift. It was kind of sad, but now we're gonna pump it back up here.
Yeah.
Pump
for,
it.
for those who showed up
Also,
during that story, hello,
Hello, everyone.
Pancake
Yes.
Batters, hello, Irrelevant Native, hello,
Hello.
Whiskey Cleric,
Hey.
Hello,
and
Jay
welcome
Oliver.
back, Jolliver.
Yes.
And for all the comments that I didn't see, thank you guys for being
Oh, yeah.
understanding. In the chat.
Kuipers is here too. Hey Kuipers, I need you to we need to steer the ship here, get things back on track. And so
Do you dance?
what we really need you to do is you have two options.
Okay.
You can either stand in front of this desk and dance and make us all laugh with your silly dance,
Okay.
or you can twist Jeremy's nipples till he gets angry.
No,
Those are your two choices.
you should make the wise decision
I think
that
I'm
doesn't
gonna-
involve your glasses breaking.
That sounds like a good decision.
Okay, good.
That's
good.
the one with the nipples, right?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
You
Let's see
have
how that works.
Okay. Yeah.
Which one did you choose?
I
I need to
was
know
gonna-
in advance.
I was going to do the dance.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me get some music for you. Why don't you see if
Okay.
those headphones will reach over there?
Okay.
Because
this
you'll
is-
need
They
the
will. Just walk around.
you'll need the headphones so you can dance. Guys, I need you to pick a genre in the chat. Here's the genre
we need a
choices.
genre.
We want blues. We want disco. We want funk, electronica,
You're fine.
jazz, polka, pop, reggae, rock, ska,
Get a little closer to
world,
the mic. Yeah.
Look at how many-
urban.
Look at how many votes there are for nipples in there.
Let's see. What do we want?
I see EDM and disco.
Disco.
And
We
the
got-
relative natives says
Disco.
porn groove.
I think disco won because it was
Yeah.
the first one in there. Let me
Nipsco.
find one with a lot of a high beat. Let's see if it's good. If it's not good, we won't use it. But here we go. Dance.
This guy.
Yeah. All right. That's good. That's good. Thanks, Kuipers. Thanks for being a good sport. You
Now,
definitely
guys,
brought the mood back.
Twist your own nipples. No, seriously.
No, but seriously, how did
Come on, get on it.
I had no idea you did.
All right.
Oh my gosh!
He just twisted his own.
nipples for Jeremy.
I love this guy.
I am
Oh,
to please. What can I say?
I worry about giving this kind of power to Jeremy.
Kuiper's gonna be a husk of a human when Jeremy's done with him.
so you're saying I can wear him like a suit?
No.
That's what she said.
Rubs the lotion on its skin and also gets the hose again.
All right, Buffalo Bill. Thanks for that.
Oh my word, you
Wow.
actually remember that character's name. Nobody remembers that.
Of course I do.
Teddy says nipple twisting is PG-17.
I don't think that exists.
A relative native says the amount of whiteness on this podcast.
Hey,
I'm atheist.
thank you for the $5.
Thank you.
He sent us a. He sent
Oh,
us a
it's a-
URL
it's
and
a
it just
dance,
said
didn't it?
dance.
Damn.
But I think it was like a link to something, but I don't know if. Let's see if we can see this. What this is? Mortals. It's some music maybe. Oh, okay. There's some music
Oh,
in there.
yeah.
All right, that we might have to save that for later. Thank you for sending us some music. Should we get into some news or do we have more sharing to do?
Should we? I don't know.
Do we have more show and
sharing?
tell, boys and girls? Show and tell.
That was
Show and
$5,
tell,
right?
let's see.
Nathan.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Let's.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's
Is
news
that-
time.
Is that right?
Let's do it.
It's time for the only news stories worth talking about.
It's time for news. It's time for news. This will chase away your blues. It's time for news.
I'm so glad.
Wait,
that's
we
not-
already have a new song. We already
Oh,
played
sorry.
it.
I'm so glad that's not our new song.
That's our new news song now.
Our
it's
new news
time
song?
for news. It's time for news. Put on your dancing shoes. It's time for news.
Any shoes are dancing shoes if you want it hard enough.
All right, this first story comes from GameSpot.com. It says Spotify-like video game subscription service announced now in beta.
Yeah, it's a program called Jump, and it is a subscription service that works kind of like Spotify. It was released today alongside a closed beta. The service is focused on highly rated and award-winning indie games at launch, which gives subscribers unlimited access to a curated library of games. The games load in Jump's app in around a minute, and depending on the size of the game or the internet connection, using technology that avoids the latency and quality issues of typical game streaming. So it's going to be something that will work on Windows, Mac, Linux, and has 60 games at launch, it appears. And it is going to be about $10 a month.
And it's pretty cool. I just got
You
to say.
signed up?
I did. I played for about an hour earlier today.
Wait, is this the
It
Microsoft
also
one?
No, this is an independent one. It also works in browser, so even if you don't install, but they do say that it works best
If you install the app.
If you install the app, and so I did it both on PC and on Mac, and games performed identically across the two.
Huh.
So,
So
and there is some unique little fun games in there. The one I've been playing is called Stunt Runner. It's kind of like that's the one right there.
Wow, it looks dumb.
It is kind of dumb, but basically you get these different tools, and you've got to get to the end, and you've got to do it with the least amount of items. And it's just one of those, scrolling type lemming style games. You send him on a mission to go, and you have to get him to the end before he dies. But I think this is a pretty cool thing. I'm wondering if what they're going for is to just get bought by Steam or something like that. But they're saying it isn't. They call it a closed beta, but it's available to anyone. All you have to do is sign up for an account.
Huh.
So
well, cool. I mean, does it have any real games?
It's all indie games right now. I don't know if those games are found on other platforms or not. But in the beta, there's only I think maybe 15 games available to it. But they say there's going to be 60 at launch, and I think it's September, October, something like that they're planning on the launch happening. So.
But they are going to start adding non-indie titles.
That I'm not 100% sure of. The interesting thing about
seems like it is geared from the article. It seems like it's geared towards the just the indie games.
Yeah, I think the interesting part about it is that they stream the game feed to you, but the game is running on their servers.
Isn't that how all streaming game services work?
No, because even Steam, you've got to download.
Steam isn't streaming.
No, it's not. But
they have other services. Xbox just announced theirs.
Xbox has
Sony
one.
has
Sony's
one.
got one. Yeah.
Which I think the Xbox One isn't streaming. You actually download the games. It's almost like
that
you're
one's
renting them.
Sony is the one where it's
streams.
streaming.
Yeah. So.
But anyway, it's on all platforms, which a lot of times, even some of those, they're only available on PC. So for those Mac users out there who don't have a gaming machine, you can still.
KUIPERS is just sitting there looking at you with disgust. He's like, "Look at my beast over here. I don't need."
No, please. I'm actually looking at something new. So.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Nude? Is that what you just said?
Nude.
Oh, he's like
nude.
He's like, I'm looking at something nude on my computer right now.
Dude,
Not
give you
here.
the Wi-Fi password and you go straight to that. You are Nathan's friend.
Hello.
We are Nathan, for we are one.
Wait, what?
What did you just say?
You're KUIPERS.
I mean, I don't know.
Your old name is dead to you. That's your slave name, son.
Seriously.
KUIPERS is your gospel.
Irrelevant Native said, "Wait, why is so much stuff changing? Changed the news music, changed the crap box's background, and you guys turned Trevor into a 12-year-old. What the Fred?"
Well, it was magic powers, okay?
Yeah.
Should I try to advance my age a bit?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
try.
Okay.
Comic-Con did a lot of things for us.
What's he doing?
Wait, before you do this, KUIPERS, real quick though, I would like to say you do need to advance your age because you're the only clean-shaven one in this group.
Yeah,
that is not allowed.
And you kind of need a beard,
So
even
start
just to be on
growing.
air. If you could just go under the table and fix that, please. Thank you. Go get to working on that. Hopefully, he's growing something impressive. I mean, Jeremy, you better not be ashamed of yourself.
Do we need to
I think I
take
know
a
what's
second?
happening now.
Don't have no time.
Okay, guys, what I missed.
Just tell
Hey!
me
Whoa!
one time,
That is nice.
Rip Van Winkle took a little nap.
Yeah, I mean,
That's gross.
Oh, that's
disgusting.
nice, Jeremy.
How
It's about
that
the
beard
same
is
color as
super
mine,
long.
too.
I
I thought we could be twinsies.
Yeah.
Okay, don't forget about your microphone though.
Yep. Okay.
Don't neglect it.
So I
Yeah.
have to get all up in that beard hairs now.
Yeah, that looks much better.
That's all right,
Sorry,
because that's
Trevor.
Trevor's microphone, and he'll have to deal with it later, and it'll be perfect.
You know you're really into the microphone when you get electrocuted because one of your beard hairs went
Yeah.
inside of it.
A relevant native.
Trevor's just gonna come in next week and go.
The biggest
Yeah.
sigh ever. A relevant native says Graybeard has met his match. Jeremy, yeah, I think you've been showed up a little bit there.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So you got to keep working on that. For those at home, KUIPERS grew like a 3-foot beard in like 5 seconds.
Yep.
So
I'm that impressive.
Put the rest of us to shame.
I want to go visit him in a mountain cave and ask for wisdom.
and get back rubs. All right, next story comes from VG247 because I game all the time.com. It says with the apparent death of season passes and $15 DLC, did we actually end up with a worse deal?
Yeah, so this article's talking about how a lot of different games are now doing just you get everything at the regular sale price. Titanfall 2 did that. The new Battlefront, I believe, is supposed to be that way, where it's going to give all the content away for free. There's not going to be any extra add-ons or anything like that.
That's awesome.
Which I think is awesome too. The question that they bring up is, and they use the example of Titanfall. They said in the original game they had a DLC pack where you could get the $25 season pass, and within X amount of time they had 9 different maps that were new under 3 months, which was basically having 2 released after the game's launch. Now they've said, look at Titanfall 2 where everything's free. It's been 8 months since launch. There's only been 4 maps, 3 of which were remakes from the first game. A new weapon, a new Titan, and then a live fire mode. So a lot of stuff that they're saying doesn't quite equal the amount of like the maps and stuff that they got in the first game. But
no, I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah, I think that
let
the
a game
difference,
die.
Well, I think the
give me something
difference.
new.
I think the difference here is that it's something that
Jeremy has embraced death.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's kind of scary
Too
actually.
Too soon.
I apologize for that.
No, but I mean, like, I think it's weird because for someone like me who very rarely would buy a season pass or DLC, I don't feel like I'm getting less or getting a worse deal because I'm actually getting stuff that I wouldn't have paid for anyway if it was like an additional pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
one quick flaw that I at least think this article has is that they're using Titanfall as their example. Titanfall
It was one of the examples.
Titanfall is like a secondary game for EA now. It's not like it's not an exclusive to Microsoft, so Microsoft doesn't have anything to do with it anymore. It wasn't, I mean, it came out almost the same time as Battlefield 1. So you knew that it was kind of this second tier game. So why would people expect them to put a bunch of effort into that anyways? And it's not seeing the numbers that other games like it have seen. So of course they're not going to just keep supporting it. So I think to compare it to games like the other games that do DLC and stuff like that, paid DLC, is kind of silly.
Well, and then it goes on to say that as for Overwatch, they're saying it's become clear that it's the only game that's doing things right, because everything meaningful released post-launch has been free. But I mean, to be honest, it's like why would you spend all the extra time for stuff that only a handful of people are actually going to buy anyway? Because I think a large chunk of people kind of got burned on those and thought, well, there's not really a whole lot that I'm getting here for the amount of money that I'm spending.
I made the mistake of buying DLCs at launch and then realizing I never downloaded them or played them because I was done with the game already.
I mean, there are certain people that I think will buy the DLC right away just because they have some sort of affinity to the game and they're very excited to play the game. And they're like, I'm going to buy all the DLC right out the gate. I can't wait.
I mean, I did that with The Last Horizon, and I still didn't play the DLCs.
The Last Horizon?
Yeah, they had a DLC. With
Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yeah, no, the car game.
Forza?
Yeah,
Forza Horizon, that one. Yeah, I mean,
You know, like I could go out there and play Matchbox cars, but I haven't done it.
no, you can't actually.
That's
That's
a separate one.
extra paid thing.
Oh, that's separate.
And
Okay,
that's
you
not
know what I
Matchbox,
meant.
it's Hot Wheels.
Whatever, Hot Wheels.
Okay.
You get my point.
But that was the thing about that is they were like, oh, if you pay $100, you can play it 3 days early. And I remember you got that, and Trevor got it, and I got jealous, so I got it.
Yeah.
And then the stuff that you got with that extra $40 you spent was nothing, like
It
a
was
couple
totally
cars.
not. Yeah, we were all very.
And
Well,
you-
Trevor still thought it was a good deal.
I was
even though he
perfectly
didn't play
happy.
it until the day after launch because his game didn't arrive.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
right.
hilarious.
I was perfectly happy spending the regular amount on the game, and I wouldn't have done anything with the extra stuff
Yeah.
that you guys got anyway. So.
But the Hot Wheels is totally worth it, by the way. If you
Is it?
if
Yeah,
you
is
do
it?
want to pay for that, it's actually really, really cool. It is, like Whiskey Cleric's saying right there, it is the best DLC of a
I mean,
game.
I do need a late July game to play, so maybe
Splatoon.
that's the one.
That's
to do.
coming out next Friday. Splatoon 2.
Man.
So, which I can't wait. I'm excited to play it. Are you gonna play this weekend? Saturday there's a test
On.
on the Switch from 5. It's like it said 3 o'clock.
Oh, is it the little short window?
Yeah, it was 3 o'clock
I'll
Pacific
do it if you do
time.
it.
So it's 5 to 9 p.m. Or no,
Okay.
5 to 4 to 5. I don't
On
know.
Saturday?
Saturday, yeah. So I just I know.
I like that idea.
It's,
Oh wait,
it's pretty cool.
I'm not sure.
Whatever.
I think I
might.
have something going on.
But yeah,
We'll find out.
that game's really good. But yeah, I mean, it's not one of those things where a DLC. I always reacted poorly to DLC
Yeah.
from the get go. I always was just like, "Ugh, this is gross." Like, just give me the game. But it's like it's kind of like, I mean, I get it that I'm like older, so I'm used to like cartridge games and games that aren't reliant on internet updates. Which now that I look at it, I'm like, well, this actually is better. Now it is technically better because when they do release a game, because there are old games on like cartridge-based systems that had bad glitches, game-breaking glitches, glitches that made you corrupt your save files and things like that. And now that it's connected, you can get updates, and the developers can support the game, and I like that. And that's great. But it's just this whole idea of like, if you pre-order, you get this DLC, or if you do this, you get this DLC, or you can buy the $500 special edition, and like none of the DLC, or rarely does the DLC actually pay off. Like where I feel like, man, I'm glad I bought that. So,
I mean, if it's if I was one of those players where I play literally one game a year.
God of Atheist won that little contest in the chat about my age, though. So.
There you go. Good job.
He also wanted to know what games Kuiper plays.
Who did?
God of Atheist.
Oh, what games do you? He kind of said that earlier, but real quick, go again.
I kind of play a bit of Overwatch.
Oh, I need to get your BattleNet name so I can get on there. I like Overwatch.
Which I was going to say, though, just quick side comment, though, too. When they're talking about Overwatch being a good example for this, or, like, being the good example of the DLC or whatever, it's kind of like, I kind of agree, but at the same time, you still have the loot boxes to pay for, which, I mean, you can try to win some on your own, but you can only win so many before you actually have to buy them to get, like, the season events stuff. So it's like, it's kind of free DLC, but at the same time, not really, so...
But the characters are free, though, and the maps are,
yeah,
right?
like, the characters and the maps are free, but it's like, if you want the extra cosmetic stuff, I mean, I guess...
If you want to stay competitive or whatever, or is it not competitive?
It's,
based?
it's cosmetic.
It's all just purely
only?
cosmetic that
Okay.
you
Which
wouldn't
it
get
seems
it,
like
but-
that's where a lot of games are going with their extra
Which I'm totally okay for.
content.
I'm okay if people want to pay for a pretty gold gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's
fine.
Yeah, let them do it. That's great.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
care.
going to be the guy that I purposely go shoot more times.
But
with
still,
my base.
But that's fine because if
gun.
that's the way, if people are willing to do that, and then that supports the developers
Oh, that's
to
great.
put out more content.
Right,
That's awesome. But don't change the playing field. Like
Yeah.
don't make it an uneven playing field by being able to buy
Don't give
stuff.
them that
and-
special gun that nobody else can have that's better than everything else just because they paid for it.
But you can get some loot boxes. But yeah, you're right. I think it does. It starts to slow down the more you play. Like how frequent you get them, right?
Yeah, 'cause it's like you can kind of win them. Then it's like they at least made you can win like 3 a week with the, or at least like doing like arcade mode or whatever. But yeah.
Crazy also wants to know, Kuipers, do you play League? Answer the question, or I'll make you do more calisthenics.
Okay, to answer the question, I have played League before, but not all that regularly. Like, I kind of played it for a couple months, then the learning curve was too high for me personally, but...
Lucas says, Minute in a Tub Overwatch event. We need it now. Yeah, that'd be cool. I know.
I'll buy the game if we do an event.
Well, but Kuipers and me and
No,
Trevor
I'll still
play
be
it on
good at
PC.
it.
Playing it on
though.
PC.
Well, now I gotta.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people I see Claire talking about Doomfist
Now I gotta
combos
buy a PC
are
fast.
annoying, and I have heard a lot of people say he's a little imbalanced, but I don't know that that's true. I haven't played it since they updated it.
Yeah. I haven't played it at all.
It's a fun game. It's probably one of my favorite games last year. It's just I like those games where I can just like
I know because we argued about it in our
I'm
top
gonna
10.
sit down and play it for like 30 minutes and walk away. It's great. We should move on to another story.
Let's
shall
do
we?
it.
Shall we? My phone is like really interfering with things tonight. That's weird. All right, this next story comes
inside
from
the neoprene condom.
Hey KUIPERS, parched, sir.
Okay. What would you like?
Let's see. Give me something without sugar.
Get over there.
I want a
and-
Pepsi free.
A Pepsi
What's
free?
there?
Okay.
That's a Back to the Future reference. Sorry. I'm not gonna give it to you free, kid.
You want a Pepsi, pal? You gotta pay for it.
Now give me a like a Coke Zero or a Diet Coke or something.
There's
So
Coke Zero Cherry.
I don't really like that one that much. Thank you,
Oh,
thank you,
that's-
sir.
That's perfect.
Service with a beard.
Service with a beard.
Hey, Kuipers.
Wait for you. You should have waited for him to sit down.
I like how you're giving him pointers on how to be more of a jerk.
My second one is black.
That's
what?
With the cherry.
With the cherry.
You guys are reading into this, aren't you?
I'm gonna read the story. That's what I'm gonna read.
There you go.
TheVerge.com is saying that Xbox Live members can now use custom gamer picks. Ooh, I didn't see this.
Yeah,
This is
Microsoft
exciting.
has been beta testing custom gamer picks for Xbox
Finally.
Live since March, and it's now rolling out. So it finally
Penises
can,
galore.
Yeah, right.
Oh dear.
That'll be banned.
But I'm sure, like, it's funny because this is something that's been on PlayStation for a while, where you can pull in like whatever your Facebook profile picture is
So
or whatnot.
we're all putting our heads on Xbox, right?
Yeah, probably.
Ooh, I'm
For
in
the
a
two-
tub
but
head.
yeah,
the
so
two
this
times
is
you guys play
this is
games with me.
allowing the custom images on clubs as well. So the Xbox club that we have for the tub, we can get that. Yeah, for the tub club, we
Also,
can get that
welcome
picture
TP.
changed. So I don't know. It doesn't really say when exactly. Oh, it's rolling the feature out to everyone on the gaming service. So I don't know exactly when that'll be, but since it's a rollout, it'll probably be within the next month or so. I would imagine that everyone will get that
All
that
right.
ability.
That's exciting.
So
That's a good little
Yeah.
news beat.
so there you go. Now you need to get a really good picture of yourself and put it on your Xbox.
I just saw that you tweeted, Kyle.
I tweeted.
Just now. Or, well, yeah, just a little bit ago.
Oh, what did I tweet?
You tweeted, I'm bored. Someone fight someone. Thanks.
Oh yeah, I did tweet that a little while ago.
Really?
That was,
Yeah.
That was because you're Keemstar.
That was from my Keemstar account.
Because you are Keemstar, right?
Yeah, that was from my Keemstar account.
Just making sure.
I gotta do so many things at once, you know.
No, it's
Start
good.
beef and everything else.
Yeah, you're bored because there's not enough beef out there right now.
Also, welcome to the chat, TP Poker.
Welcome. I think he already got welcome.
Did he?
Now he got double welcomed.
Well, you're double welcome.
This is another story from The Verge. It says Netflix next superhero series comes from former My Chemical Romance frontman Gerard Way. Ooh, yeah.
What do we got here?
So
I'm excited.
He wrote a comic book series called The Umbrella Academy. It was a limited series that he wrote and was drawn by artist Gabriel Ba. Yeah, so the Umbrella Academy, it was on Dark Horse Comics back in 2007, and it's introduced a core cast of characters in a dysfunctional family of superheroes in an alternate 1977 who must band together to uncover the mystery behind their adopted father's death.
Show those comic characters there.
Yeah, so then they did a follow-up series called The Umbrella Academy: The Apocalypse Suite that ran for 6 issues and went on to win an Eisner Award for Best Finite Series. And then there was a third one that was called Dallas, which centered on the Kennedy assassination. And there are 2 more runs that are being planned. So this is something that has been in development now and is going to be hitting Netflix. The show is reportedly going to debut in 2018.
All right, cool. I'm excited about this. I think that I never got a chance to read the comics, but
yeah, I had heard that he wrote some, and never read them, but I know that the artist that did them, I'm like more interested because I saw the artist's name, because I know he did some stuff on the Hellboy series. So, and it looks like it could be interesting, especially with that cast of characters there.
Whiskey Cleric has had it with Netflix. He says he's done with them. He's gonna watch Amazon Prime, so because they're bringing back the Tick. So
the Tick is better than all the other superhero shows? Is that what you're saying?
That's pretty much what he said. Okay.
I mean, you could have both. I've got both. I actually saw a trailer for the Tick and thought I might actually watch something on Amazon now.
Pancake says that they heard that Netflix is canceling Iron Fist after season 2.
What?
I don't know. I haven't heard that.
The hate for the Iron Fist series is so...
I mean, it is definitely the worst of the Netflix
Yeah, but it's so
series,
overblown.
But the other ones are all diving, though, right now.
It's still not as
Season 5 of The Arrow, and I think...
That's CW. That's not Netflix.
But it's... Oh, sorry.
No,
I think
I'm getting
Netflix,
confused.
It is on Netflix.
But I'm getting confused.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's where Jeremy watches everything is Netflix, so that's why you get
he watches Hulu.
Oh, and Hulu. That's right. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I feel like the hate for that series got way overblown because even though it is the worst of the 4 series, it still is pretty good, I thought. I mean, I enjoyed it. I was entertained through it. I wanted to see what happened at the end. I don't know.
I like how God of Atheists is like, if you have Amazon Prime, did you know that you can link to your Twitch account and subscribe to your favorite stream free each month? Thank you for reminding everybody. Yes.
Yeah, and if you guys want to know who's doing that, just see those pretty purple stars.
Yes, there are our subscribers.
All
those are purple?
Uh-huh.
The outside is, the star itself is white.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't... the Whiskey Cleric, I would like to know, did you actually watch Dear White People? Or are you just mad because the internet got mad? That might be my question. I actually thought the trailer for that looked pretty good. I haven't sat down and watched it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I heard good things.
When did that come out?
It's been out for a little while.
Okay.
Netflix keeps telling me to watch it.
That's because they love you.
Yeah.
I really want to watch that new Castlevania. There's only like 4 episodes.
Yeah,
or
I've heard some decent things about it.
Is it good? I really want to see that. I heard it's like an anime, but it's kind of gory, and I like that.
Also, have you? It's not on Netflix. It's AMC. Have you watched that new show that they put out? Or no, it was FX. I'm sorry. Snowfall.
No.
It's that one about cocaine and.
Is it good?
I don't know. I haven't started it yet, but I've got it on.
Did Preacher season 2 already start?
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
I haven't started it yet, but there's like 3 episodes in already.
Jeez,
I think.
I totally missed that. It just blew by me. I didn't even know.
That's like my next thing to start.
Yeah,
back
I'm gonna
up,
watch that
Preacher
this weekend.
ruled.
That's HBO, right?
AMC.
Yeah, it's AMC.
Yeah, the first season of Preacher was really outstanding.
Really good.
Yeah.
And the trailers that I've seen for the new season
my goodness,
look like it's just even more nuts.
Jalver just says he just finished first season of Preacher. What'd you think, Jay? Let us know. God of Atheists wants to know if any Stargate SG-1 fans.
Yes, all the Stargates actually.
Indeed.
Including
movies. Oh, Jeremy and KUIPERS.
Hey, nice guys. So there. I mean, you have to watch the first movie to really truly appreciate. Stargate. And then I like how they went directly from that to the TV series. It's one of the few successful from movie to TV series series that have done well in my opinion. Yeah. I even liked all of the little offshoots of the different Stargates that they did, the Stargate Atlantis and some of the other ones.
Universe.
But there you go. But yeah, those are amazing sci-fi shows, and if you haven't seen them, don't judge.
Oh man, Jeremy is just getting all the love here right now.
Just saying.
Because he loves Stargate.
Yeah, Pancake Batter says love SG, God of Atheists. Jeremy, I knew I liked you. I love all Stargate series.
The only Blu-ray disc that I owned for the longest time was because my wife bought me the collector's edition of Stargate, the movie.
Ooh.
And for Christmas, and I was like overjoyed. It was amazing.
Nice. Irrelevant wanted said, or no, I'm sorry, it was the whiskey cleric also asked. They both were asking about Preacher because they don't know really what it's about.
All right, I got this.
Nathan's got this.
It's about an Episcopalian preacher who moves into town and has to make friends with the other preachers in the town. So you got the Baptist and there's a Catholic priest down the street, and they get together every week and have an ecumenical meeting. But things get real tense over the consubstantiation and the transubstantiation.
That's actually 100% incorrect.
That is 100% incorrect.
It's based on a comic book, but the first season takes place completely before the comic book begins, right?
Oh, is that
I'm
what it
pretty
was?
Sure.
I didn't.
So the first season actually isn't based on a comic at all, but the second season is, I think, starts where the comic started. So they kind of made a prequel for the first season of it. So I believe that's how it works. Could be wrong. But it is about a preacher, well, kind of a guy that's, he's a criminal who becomes a preacher.
Because his father was a preacher.
Dealt drugs or something?
No, he did heist type of stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
And then things happened. He decided that he was going to go back home because, to get away from whatever
His old
had
life.
happened.
I was getting confused. There was that Jesus series for a while or whatever where it was like.
But it's
a drug dealer.
it's really it is really good, and it's got a lot of kind of supernatural aspects to it. But it's like it's just, I don't know, the writing is really good, and the characters
cinematically,
the cinematography is really good,
eye candy.
But the characters are just really, really compelling. You really kind of just get sucked in their stories. But yeah, it's a good show. Give it a chance.
Yeah, I'm excited to start season 2. I still have another show. Like, it just seems like there's too many shows anymore. The saturation is just crazy.
All right, this next story comes from avclub.com. It says Edgar Wright, James Gunn texted to make sure their soundtracks didn't overlap. Wow, that's cute.
Yeah, so they did have some texts back and forth.
So just to be clear, this is Baby Driver versus Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Right. And
soundtrack.
Yeah,
Edgar Wright directed Baby Driver, James Gunn directed Guardians.
Right. So here's how Wright described the conversation. Earlier this year, before Guardians 2 had come out, I suddenly had a panic. I thought, oh, what if one of my Baby Driver songs are in Guardians 2? So I texted him, and we had this funny text conversation where he said, hey, man, I was just panicking that some of my Baby Driver songs are in Guardians 2. And he goes, well, do you have any ELO? And I was like, no. Do you have any Queen? He said, no. Do you have any Sweet? And I said, no. Do you have any Barry White? And he goes, no. I was going to use Barry White song, but I didn't. And I said, well, I'm using a Barry White. Neither of us divulged what song it was. We just went back and forth, and we figured out that neither of us were using the same songs.
That is awesome.
So, yeah, now the real question is, which Barry White song was cut out of Guardians, and where would that have been used in Guardians?
Who knows? But I really want to see Baby Driver, and I have not.
I know.
I heard it's like practically like a musical because of the soundtrack. Like, it's
I really
want to
see it. I really want to see Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man
Well,
Homecoming.
Spider-Man 2's
as
been
well.
out.
Yeah,
Spider-Man as well.
Spider-Man 2's been out for 13
What I
years.
can't
sir.
what I can't believe is I just happened to glance at like the movies, and I don't seek out Rotten Tomatoes as much as I used to, but now on the app I use
They failed you.
They don't fail me,
No,
but
they
I don't.
have
I
failed
mean,
you.
they have in the past. But I'm trying to think what app I always use when I just glance at my movies. What is it called? It's the Flickster, the popcorny one, and it shows the Rotten Tomato ratings. And I was surprised that like 5 movies are in theaters right now that are all like in the 90s and higher. Planet of the Apes is getting 93 right now. The Big Sick is
What
getting
was Planet Apes getting?
93%.
I so want
That,
Yeah, that movie looks really good.
want
The
that
Big
in my
Sick,
life.
yeah, the Big Sick had a 97%. Spider-Man has a 93%. Wonder Woman has a 93%. And Baby Driver has a 93%. I think.
I've seen one of them.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those movies yet.
Wonder Woman was great.
You know what I did see just the other day, though, Eric?
What? Fast 8?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I
Did you
had
buy
to.
it?
Would no, I rented it, but because it was available finally, you could buy it for a couple of weeks. But
It wasn't as good, was it? As the other.
you want me
ones.
to tell you that? Don't
Well, no,
you?
I just heard that it didn't have the heart because of someone being gone.
So
The heart wasn't quite there as much as it used to
it
have.
wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
But they had some really good. You know how they have their one-liners. You know.
Yeah. Some
There
of
were
those.
some really good hitters there.
I gotta watch that one.
Oh man, there's some twists that you plot twists that you maybe you'd expect, but I didn't expect. It's like, and as soon as they happened, I was like, oh yeah, this is totally what should have happened.
Okay, I'll have to
you gotta
watch
it. Yeah.
Sonaldo,
Yeah,
the
hey.
Hokage is back. Wants to know
Asking what?
I mean, every man in a separate tub or all in one tub?
Well, he asked earlier, what does men in a tub actually mean?
So
men,
here-
plural, in a tub.
The tub. The men in tub is just a name, you know, man. It's just a name. But the tub is a metaphor.
Yeah.
And that's what our community is. We're all together.
We're in
this
it together.
This big tub.
We wash each other's backs.
We're in here together. We're just, you know,
we keep each other
Yeah.
warm.
big
You know?
big batch of ball soup. I mean, this
Yeah.
is what it's just. We're all just here together. It's a community. That's what it is. So if you want to be part of that, click the heart and hear the music if you haven't done that already. No, that's really cool to hear directors comparing soundtracks. That's just such a nerdy little thing that kind of makes me excited for whatever reason. ScreenRant.com. Hey,
what's up,
Phil?
Login?
Welcome. Says Ryan Reynolds in early talks to star in Rainbow Six film.
Yeah, there is a Rainbow Six film that they are working on, which apparently they've been trying to do for a while, as it took from one of Tom Clancy's best-selling novels in 1998, and it's something that the character himself has actually been in some Jack Ryan movies before. He was in, which ones were they? Clear and Present Danger, played by Willem Dafoe.
Jack.
Jack
Ryan Steals Christmas.
Not Jack Ryan. The character that Ryan Reynolds
saves
would be
Christmas.
playing.
Saves Christmas.
Right. So the character that he would be playing is John Clark, and he was played by Willem Dafoe in Clear and Present Danger, and then 2002's Sum of All Fears, played by Liv Schreiber. And so they're saying that the studio has tried in the past without success to turn him into a franchise character, but now that Paramount has shifted the Jack Ryan properties to television for Amazon, that there's room for Clark to edge into the big screen, which is the reason that they would be going with the the name that's really popular of Rainbow Six. Which I also didn't realize that the Amazon series that they are going to be doing for Jack Ryan, because apparently the Captain Kirk movie didn't do well enough. Chris Pine.
Pratt.
No, it was Chris Pine.
Pratt.
Chris Pine was in
We
Jack
know
Ryan.
you're in love with him.
John Krasinski from The Office is going to be the new Jack Ryan on an Amazon specific series. So
Smash or pass? Fat Pratt.
What?
What?
I don't know.
Are you having a minor
He's-
stroke?
No, he asked if you'd smash or pass on
Fat Pratt. We're talking early
Holy
Parks and
Pat.
Rec.
Oh man,
Smash or pass?
What?
Smash or pass? Fit Pratt.
I mean, it's all Pratts, right? Come on,
You got Kyle flustered
just
now.
You can't
just
decide.
all Pratts. All Pratts matter.
You're gonna smash all Pratts.
I'll smash all Pratts, I guess. I don't know.
I smash all Pratts.
We know.
Yeah, I know you know. But the question was asked.
Kuipers.
Kuipers, smash or pass on Fat Pratt?
On Fat Pratt,
Smash or pass?
Like it's the difference.
smash.
3 out of 5, or 4 out of 5 tubbers would smash on Fat Pratt.
Fat Pratt.
Oh man. All right. That's cool. I guess a
I
Rainbow
mean, if
Six
there was no
movie.
prenup.
I mean, if you're gonna make a
I have so many questions.
Crazy says smash all Pratts redeemed.
So if you're gonna make a video game movie, at least do a Tom Clancy property, because
Well,
that's
the other part of it too is that it may not necessarily be as much geared into the movie as much as the actual book not the games, but the books.
Oh, I was gonna say which game, because there's so many things under the Rainbow
Right.
Six title. You
Yeah.
know?
So
I mean, did have they stated what it's gonna be, or? Because I could see them just taking another part of the books and applying it, not game specific.
Yeah, I don't think it's specifically on the game. I think it's based more on the actual book, because if you're going to pick between the two, you would pick the book, right? Like, I mean, the track record for book movies as opposed to game movies, you're going to go book all day.
Yeah. Login Fail says, I tried to grind bits to support you guys by watching ads, but my computer didn't let me. Thanks for the. It's a thought that counts.
Yeah.
Thanks,
you guys
Login.
can do that.
We love
Thank
you anyway, Login.
Don't worry. Don't
Even
feel
if
bad
you
about
even
it.
if you just lost $100 $100 in slots.
It's okay. All right. Next story comes from BusinessInsider.com. It says futuristic transportation startup Hyperloop One had its Kitty Hawk moment. Hyperloop 1. Oh, wow.
yeah,
I
okay.
should have read that right.
Jinx.
Let me start over.
That's what you stepped in. That's what was on your shoe, and that's why you...
Oh.
No.
Futuristic transportation startup Hyperloop One had its Kitty Hawk moment. Here's where you could first see it.
Yeah, so they did a test here successfully. I think it was last... No, it might have even been today. It says Thursday, and the story was posted 12 hours ago. So the vehicle coasted above the track for 5.3 seconds using magnetic levitation, reached a top speed of 70 miles per hour. They are planning to do another test in which they're hoping to reach 250 miles per hour. But there's several different places that they're looking at trying to get these set up.
Isn't levitation the wrong term for that?
What else would you call it?
Yeah.
Hovering?
Well, because it's the
It's magnetic, right?
opposite. Do I have this right, Nathan? With your science, the opposite polarization between the car and the track is actually what's pushing them apart. It's gravity
It's
that's
the
pulling
same
them.
polarization.
Same polarization, and it's gravity which is pulling them together. So the hover is, or levitation is really just gravity fighting.
How is that not levitation?
Well, it's
Are you
levitation
implying
implies it's holding itself there. It's not,
the magnet is holding itself there?
but it's not.
If you assume gravity as a constant, the magnet is holding itself there, therefore it is levitating.
But that implies gravity doesn't exist.
No, I'm saying it is levitating in defiance of gravity. It is therefore
No.
gravity is a constant.
It would keep going up if it was defying gravity. Gravity is keeping it from going up farther.
It is
Sorry, we're getting... I know what Eric's doing. He's
Plus-
going, stop, guys.
No,
talk about
Kuipers
the
is
story."
going to talk.
I was
Okay.
gonna say though, I thought kind of surprised scientists haven't discovered the real way to anti-gravity. You take a cat, and you take a piece of buttered toast. 'Cause you
Okay.
know how they say cats
Okay.
always land on their feet,
Uh-huh.
and like
Toast
buttered
butter side
toast
up.
always butter side up. So you take the piece of toast, like put it on the back of the cat, butter side, or put it
On the feet of
but-
the cat?
No, either way, like the easiest way probably would be just put a harness around the cat, like put a belt around the cat, put the piece of toast, like put the butter side on the cat. It's going to be a bit messy. Cat might not like it, but then you have a perpetual spinning at least there, because the cat's going to land on his feet, but as he does, the toast will land butter side down, so then it flips to upside down.
That's perpetual motion machine.
Yeah.
You just solved our energy crisis.
There we go.
There you go. Cats and buttered
Call
toast.
Trump up.
Cat's
Yep.
buttered
Get
toast.
this done.
Kuipers for president 20.
Well, I
Yes.
think I think that hasn't been tested in a laboratory scenario due to the ethics board, because you can't get butter that close to a cat because it'll ruin the butter.
All right,
I'm
this
pretty
has been
sure
great.
it was done inside of a box, but we don't know
so
for
what
sure.
log-
Loginfell says you can use gift cards to subscribe on
You
Twitch.
can.
No one told her. We didn't know that. So
You
thanks for
can use
letting us
gift
know.
cards. That's awesome.
I'm assuming Amazon gift cards is what she means.
Cool.
So if the person that won our $50 gift card
You
is
wanna-
watching, why don't you subscribe for 10 months? That'd be great.
There you go.
No, but this is this is really cool, because if this is something that they can get these new tests, they've got a whole bunch of these different destinations and whatnot. So I mean, you could be talking about going from Denver down to Dallas in 73 minutes, which I don't even know. Can you get a flight that quick? Like that seems like that's pretty good for just over an hour from Denver to Dallas Fort Worth.
We'll never have a rail-based system. Never is a long time. A rail-based system in the United States.
This isn't rail-based. It's a hyperloop.
It is rail-based.
No, it's not. It's
not
on a rail.
Israel-based.
It's floating. Remember?
Yeah, or whatever. It's
whatever is not
the
levitation.
rail is required.
I think the magnet. There's a magnet rail.
Correct.
So he is technically correct.
okay. Well,
Next
whatever.
story.
And that's all Jeremy wants.
Next
to be.
story
Just-
because Jeremy was correct.
Just butter your toast, Jeremy.
INTJ, I am always correct.
You suck.
This next story comes from theguardian.com. It says, monkey selfie photographer says he's broke. I'm thinking of dog walking.
Yeah, so this guy was in the news, I believe it was 2015, where he was sued by a monkey because the monkey took a picture and he was trying to take the credit for the picture that was the selfie that this monkey took with his camera. And so because of that lawsuit, he's now having to explore other ways to earn an income because he's not getting paid as a photographer anymore.
No. So the monkey didn't sue. That's a lie.
I think it's PETA suing him.
On behalf, probably.
Yeah.
It's representing
Well,
the monkey.
obviously, the
so
monkey
did the
does
suit,
not.
Is the suit over? Or is
No,
it just
the suit is ongoing, which is why
Okay.
he still has money troubles.
No, the
Yeah,
suit
so
is
he's gonna,
on the
he's
monkey.
gonna win.
Yes.
He's gonna win because
It's
eventually
a monkey suit.
Eventually the judge is gonna say that PETA does not have standing to bring the lawsuit on behalf of the monkey.
Well, the issue was that various sites were not recognizing his ownership of the monkey picture because they said nobody can own the copyright to this because the monkey is not able to hold a copyright, but the monkey is the one who took the picture. So
Right.
it is just public domain. And he is fighting for the copyright.
That's
to
like
it.
Dumb,
'Cause he
Dumb
owns
and
the
Dumber,
monkey?
Dumb and Dumber 2 is going to be
What?
public
He owned the
domain.
monkey or he owned the camera?
He owns the camera, and he claims that he guided the monkey to take the picture of itself. And so his stance is, this was all my doing, even though I wasn't operating the camera myself.
The monkey was working for him.
Essentially.
Yeah.
But
He's gonna win. It's just costing him
No,
money. in
he's
the
not.
meantime.
He's not going to win
he
because
will.
he's going to lose tons of money in the process of it, and he's losing out
because
on
probably
his.
going to settle
that's
out of
what-
court.
So he's not. He's not winning.
True.
Winning-
he would
wi-
win if he had.
He
the
would
money
win
to
if
fight
this hadn't
PETA.
ever had, come up. Like if it hadn't ever been something that had to go to court. But the amount of money that he's losing and the time,
Yeah.
it's probably not worth it at all.
Actually,
Are you
settle out.
upset now? You sounded like Trevor, Eric.
No, I just
Sighed heavily.
I don't get this story very much. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. It's
It's a man who wants to claim the copyright on a monkey picture. How complicated is
Oh,
that?
okay. Logan fails confused by the strange man in the tub. This is KUIPERS. He's interviewing to be an intern.
You haven't got the job yet.
Just so you know, like
Okay.
you still have at least 40 minutes. of
She
work
also
to
said,
do.
"You will never be sexy, Trevor. Never." Also, high strange tub man. So is she saying that Trevor is not sexy?
No, she's saying he'll never be.
Oh, he'll
replace
never be
sexy
sexy Trevor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Trevor is.
I got you.
Sexy is a descriptive word for Trevor
Yeah.
in that sentence.
I
I
was
mean-
making sure that she was talking about Trevor and not saying that
So
Trevor.
Then there'd be-
let me try to summarize this story real quick so we can move on from it. A monkey was with our man, took a camera and gave it to a monkey and helped him take his own picture, and now PETA is representing the monkey and trying to sue the man, saying that he does not own the picture. Now, is the man actually making money off of this picture of this monkey?
He is
No.
attempting to because he says it was a good source of revenue up until the copyright issue came up.
How? People are buying on stock photos or something? Like,
I'm not entirely
how do you
sure.
make that much money?
claiming that you own it and news
That's an
stories that are
ugly
using
monkey.
it.
You're not very nice.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, man?
It's a cute monkey.
I feel like it's framed wrong.
All right.
God of
the monkey
atheists-
took the picture, Jeremy.
God
Give
of-
him a break.
God of
the
Atheists
selfie,
says
that's
they're
the
learning,
problem.
evolving.
Planet
This
of the
sounds
Apes.
like Planet of the Apes. Let's
All
go
right,
see
this
that
comes
movie.
from technologyreview.com. It says scientists used CRISPR, or CRISPR, to put a GIF inside of a living organism's DNA. What?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know if I even entirely understand what's
Nathan,
happening.
take it away.
Well, they've been experimenting with the capability of encoding things onto DNA for a while because there's a lot of storage potential there. And this is the first real attempt, as far as I am aware. So what they did is they were able to code it in and then actually get it back out. So what you can see here is the original and then what they got out afterwards. And it says it's 90% accurate.
It's just
So
proving that we're actually part of a simulation on a big computer.
Elon Musk was right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what they're saying is this could potentially eventually be a way for people to back up, their entire iTunes library or all the episodes of Doctor Who that they have.
Really? On DNA-based
They're saying,
storage?
what if you could keep all that digital information that you have at all times, even embedded in your skin, which is something that they think may be possible one day.
Holy crap.
Would
That is so cool.
Wouldn't that cause like mutations though or something?
You would think.
Maybe we'd all be gifts. What if I just paid $2.99 a month to store all my stuff in the cloud, but the cloud is like in my butt?
That's called a fart, Eric.
Gotta
So
hope
if
you
you're-
don't wipe it out.
Yeah.
I think
Oh no! I just lost the first
I just-
3 seasons of
I think-
Sopranos
I just
think
wiped
it-
my hard drive.
I think it'd be better.
and my butt.
I think it'd be better in a crowdsourced model so that you had redundancy built in.
Oh.
So basically, you'd have a raid of people,
Mhm.
and each person would have a striped amount of everyone's data, and everyone else would have a striped amount of that data, and then you could lose, up to 50% of all the people inside your raid before you lost any data. That sounds like a winner.
Logan!
Thanks for the bet.
Hey, you don't have
Cheer.
to be as apologetic about what you gave. What you gave is important to us, and it matters. Thank you. We appreciate
We
it.
love it.
We got 100 bits from Login Fail. Anyways, that's a really fascinating topic, though. I mean, I know it sounds crazy. I don't know who put the story in here, but
to the Borg, really.
they put we're catching up to Assassin's Creed.
That was Nathan.
Which
It shocks me that was Nathan and he wrote it that way.
I understand basic concepts of Assassin's Creed.
the Nemesis. Oh wait, not the Nemesis system. What's the thing called? It the Animus. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm fascinated with that because I mean some of the stuff that they based the Animus on. I mean, it's theoretical science that they I don't think. I mean, obviously it's maybe not proven, but I know that it's based in some form of reality.
Right.
But I like that. I like it. It's neat. It's neat. It's special. We got a couple more stories to go here. Sorry for those in the chat that said they're bored.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, why are you bored?
If the organism can feel it, and
Feel
if
it
PETA
moving?
is gonna sue them,
Maybe
for,
they might.
on behalf of the.
This comes from the People's Pundit Daily. Obviously, Jeremy must read this. Cool.
Way to break your
Newspaper.
microphone, Jeremy.
Basic concepts. Yeah, sorry, that was worded poorly. Lucas. That was my bad. This story comes from the People's Pundit Daily. It says Kid Rock for U.S. Senate in Michigan. Hooray.
Yeah, he's gonna run.
Run, kid,
Good for
run.
him.
He's got his website up.
Yay!
Does he really?
So we're gonna
Yep.
have another
Let's give it a hit.
person.
Yeah, it's worth it. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's a majestic photo of Kid Rock.
Look at
He's
what's
But
got-
how could he
look
be?
at what's on the blind.
It says made in Detroit.
How could he be running for the Republican Party though?
Why can't he? He's a Republican.
Because he likes weed.
He's a
That's-
libertarian Republican.
Kyle, not every person on a party is required to have the same
Yeah.
views as everyone else on
and
the
he's
same party.
he's libertarian. He self-defines as a libertarian within the Republican Party. He's basically my kin.
Oh boy.
Jeremy.
Can Rock.
Kid Rock.
And we have a kindred spirit.
You and Kid Rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeremy's.
Maybe
this
we'll
is
take it
super
together.
weird.
I don't know.
In 2020,
Yeah.
he'll be president, you'll be vice.
Well, just because of namesake. I mean, we won't be as popular as him yet. But I give it another 4 years after that, and I think Men in a Tub might have enough following. And Kid Rock will be.
Breaking news, Crazy says, I checked YouTube, and in spite of Eric's explicitly telling people to wait to watch Day 2 of Comic-Con, 14 people have viewed it. KUIPERS, I want you to track down the individuals and bring them to justice.
Get on that, KUIPERS.
Not right now, after the show.
There's only like 7 that you'd need to go for, though, because there was already 7 views before we started. So...
All right. Yeah. We'll see.
But tweet it out to all your other friends.
Tweedle deedle deedle do. Kid Rock is coming for you.
Kid Rock.
Well,
is this really surprising though? When we also had the Governor for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean
that's
that's California and Michigan, but
maybe
Wait, a pro wrestler as the governor of
Detroit.
Minnesota.
Detroit needs help. Like, I mean, that place it's been in shambles for years.
Yeah.
So like,
but do you trust him, or I would?
Why do you not trust him? Because he's a musician?
No, because he's a idiot musician. But
what makes him an idiot?
But
he's like. I mean, he hangs out with Nickelback, doesn't he?
No, I don't know.
They toured together.
I'm just saying his music is not my demographic. Is all I'm saying.
That means he'll be a bad politician.
Yeah. So it's just
it's like my grandfather always said: those who hang out with Nickelback are bad at politics.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm not a fan of Kid Rock's music.
God of
so
Atheist says, Jeremy, we don't speak of those times.
You know, I think he's talking about Ventura, and you know, he was a great governor. I mean, he had some policies that, had he been able to get them enacted, would have made Minnesota tons of money.
What I'm saying about Kid Rock though is he would have the notoriety to maybe actually change some things in Detroit for the better because of his name, and maybe he could get support where other governors couldn't. So I could see that working out in their favor, which, you know, good luck to them, because Detroit, the whole state of Michigan is in dire need of some help. So
Irrelevant Native says he collaborated with Limp Bizkit. Nope.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan. It's like, I mean, that's like hearing that Chad Stoner or Chad Kroger, I mean, or whatever his name is. What's the guys from Nickelback?
Well, the good thing is we don't have to worry about any of the guys from Nickelback running for office here because they're Canadian.
Ah, good.
You know they're just going to use the Rock the Vote for their slogan. For
wildlings.
Maybe they'll try to be a governor of California.
We got one more story here. It comes from a news site. It comes from KRIS TV, Chris TV. Or Christ TV, or Christ V, I mean, .com. It says, man gets stuck inside ATM room, rescued by note.
Yeah.
Well, we just want to watch the news
report.
Watch
the news report, I guess.
Police called out this afternoon to make an emergency withdrawal at the Bank of America over on Mesquite Street.
That's after things kind of went downhill for a man who was doing some work in the ATM room.
Gross.
We have a once-in-a-lifetime situation that you'll probably never see or hear about again.
It began as routine maintenance work at a bank that's being remodeled. A man was sent there to replace a lock inside the ATM room.
So he leaves his phone in his truck.
Let's listen to that tiny detail again.
So he leaves his phone in his truck.
Really?
It's a decision that would come back to haunt that unfortunate worker.
And he gets locked inside the building, inside the little area where the ATM machine is.
The guy can't get out. He can't even call for help because, remember,
he can't call anybody because his phone is in his truck.
The entire time he's locked in the room, people
Thanks
are
for reminding us
to
13
use
times.
The ATM. Banking on hope, he tries to get their attention any way he can.
He's slipping notes through the ATM, through the receipt, where you would get your receipt.
The notes say, please help, I'm stuck in here and I don't have a phone. Please call my boss. He can't call because
his phone is in his truck.
It's kind of a joke, but somebody finally called police, and when they get there...
And sure enough, we can hear a little voice coming from the machine. So we're all thinking this is a joke. It's got to be a joke.
Police are quickly convinced
Why is this not a 404?
Help. They kicked in the door and withdrew him from the ATM room.
So everybody's okay, but you'll never see this again in your life, that somebody's stuck in the ATM machine. It was just crazy.
Rewind.
Oh my
Where was his phone again?
That man was actually trapped in that ATM room for about 2 hours. Can you imagine if people hadn't been going to get money? I mean, what would he have done? He'd probably still be there.
Wow.
Talking to the ATM machine. That's what I'd be doing.
It felt like Eric edited that video.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, did I edit this video?
In his truck.
The phone was in his truck.
shows.
Pork shows.
Well, that's a funny one. I feel like that could have been a 404 contender.
It could have been a contender.
It really could have. I mean, it's not too late, is it?
I mean, we could throw it in there if you want. Just
I
say
like
it was.
I think this is. Let's start the 404 right here, ladies and gentlemen.
No intelligence found.
Does he know he's dumb?
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Wouldn't want to embarrass yourself in front of your fellow perverts.
You don't deserve the air you breathe, buddy.
Here's this week's nomination for the hardest 404ing on the internet.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Step right up. It's the 404 Club, where you get to name the names of the games. That doesn't make sense. You just get to name the things of the things. All right, last week.
I don't think this has been updated yet.
This is your fault because Trevor's
No.
not here, Kyle.
Kyle, update.
KUIPERS, why didn't you do it?
KUIPERS.
Get on it.
KUIPERS, get me coffee.
All right.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Where do we have coffee?
You have to go to
You have to go to the coffee store.
The coffee shop.
In spite of all the negative press coverage, Kofifi.
Kofifi. All right, so this is a 404 from last week. Who's going to be the next member of the 404 Club? You vote. 44% voted for breaking P-roll. And 56%. The winner is Assaulted with the Stars. What was that one again? I forgot what that.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I just like the title.
Anyways, there you go. You people voted in this. Now we've got our first one. Get us a name for this one because we're putting this one in there. I don't care. Man gets stuck in the ATM. What do you want to call this one? Give us a name.
Oh, crap. I got to tweet this, don't I?
Yeah. Let's see. What are we calling this one? Come on, chat. Get with the chat. Get nobody? Okay.
They have a delay, man.
I know. I was just cheering them on. Everybody's griping at Kyle. Lucas says, "You people." I was talking about you people that voted in the poll. So
the poll.
Wait, why?
Hashtag not a racist.
No, so you said that the people are giving me a hard time in the chat, but the people is just Jeremy.
No, actually not. It was Teddy. No lunch cast, no poll update. Kyle.
I was just supporting the fans,
Teddy,
Kyle.
Teddy, we already told you we didn't know if we were going to have a lunch cast ready this week.
Yeah.
And you
Phone
got
in his truck, says Lucas.
Phone in his truck. That's a great name.
Lucas is not wrong.
Well, that's a good one. That's the winner. All right, let's go to the next one. Here we go. All right, this next story comes from Fox News. Is a nomination for the 404 Club. It says, in-flight groping aboard Alaskan Airlines lands Oregon woman probation.
An Oregon woman will likely receive 3 years of probation after smuggling booze aboard a commercial flight last year and licking and groping a fellow passenger, according to court documents. Heidi McKinney, 27, of suburban Portland, was arrested May 8, 2016, after the American Airlines flight from Las Vegas landed at Portland International Airport. The victim at the time told authorities she had been touched on the breast and genitals by another female passenger. A federal grand jury originally indicted McKinney on the charge of abusive sexual contact. She ultimately pled guilty in March to assault with the intent to commit a felony and will be sentenced in the U.S. District Court Monday afternoon. Miss McKinney did so with the intent to humiliate and harass the victim.
Is that the same lady in those two pictures?
Said the assistant. Yes.
Okay.
Said the assistant U.S. attorney Riva Sina.
Wait, you said she did or didn't mean to assault?
If you would have been listening instead of worrying about the picture.
Kyle said...
Kyle, stop it.
Miss McKinney did so with the intent to humiliate and harass the victim. She both made contact with the victim's body, including her inner thigh, and made a series of profane and lewd statements to the victim.
The Mile Thigh Club. No. Sorry.
That's probably accurate. Man, this is a long story.
I think Whiskey Cleric has a good one, but it might be a little long. Rapey Mile High Club.
I'm not sure I like using that word in our poll, to be honest.
Like a Virgin Airlines touched her for the very first time.
Alexa Airlines. It's a play on Alaska. It's close there. Like Virgin Airlines. Yeah, that's good.
Well, she was trying to take what happened in Vegas with her.
Lesby flight friends?
That's where she was flying from.
Were you touched? I don't know. I'll ask her.
That's
Very well done, Crazy Legs.
Yeah.
Too long, but well done.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll ask Kyle. He's putting the poll up.
Kyle?
I don't know. There's so many floating at me. Which one are we going with?
The one you picked.
I'm not picking like Trevor does.
Why?
Because we're all going to work together as a team.
I liked what
I vote Bad
Native
Touch
did.
Airlines.
I like Alexa Airlines.
What one did you say, Nathan?
I said Bad Touch Airlines.
We just can't come to we can't come to an agreement.
Well, Kyle,
Kyle did it.
I'll go with Alexa Airlines.
All
Too
right.
bad. We're going with Bad Touch Airlines.
All right, fine. I'm trying to be helpful.
I know.
Kyle's getting testy, guys. He has to do too
Foot
many
hurts,
jobs.
okay?
Hang on.
Why
a
isn't
second.
Jeremy doing the poll?
Because I
then?
don't. Do
Why
it.
you got to bring that into it, Jeremy?
Why you gotta bring that
That is
into
rude.
I just realized that this is going into the wrong account, so I need to go.
Why?
Because I'm
you're in your Kyle's account.
I'm logged in from my
Change
account.
it?
All right.
Now-
This next one comes from
me do it.
CNNmoney.com or money.cnn.com. It says former Anheuser-Busch CEO arrested for allegedly trying to fly a helicopter while intoxicated. Hey, Nathan, will you read this one for us?
Sure. I did not have it up because this is not my job.
I'm on it. We'll get it done.
August Bush
He's
the
got it.
Fourth was
Okay.
arrested in Swansea, Illinois, for allegedly trying to fly a helicopter while intoxicated. Prosecutors said they would wait for toxicology tests before deciding whether to file charges. The events leading up to his detention began to unfold on Monday afternoon, just before 1 p.m., when police responded to a report that a helicopter was landing in a parking lot, quote, for an unknown reason. The helicopter was already on the ground when officers arrived, and Federal Aviation Administration was called to investigate. It is unclear if Bush was the pilot, Bush pilot, who landed the helicopter. Around 8 p.m., police were dispatched to the scene again after a caller said a pilot returned to the aircraft and, quote, appeared too intoxicated to take off, end quote. The helicopter's rotors were spinning and the engine was revving up when a squad car arrived, the department said. Bush, who was identified as the pilot in court papers, was accompanied by a woman who identified herself as his wife. After conducting a series of field sobriety tests, the officers arrested Bush and took him to the hospital for blood, urine, and breath tests. He remained in custody until Tuesday afternoon, according to a statement from Swansea Police. A search of the helicopter yielded various prescription medications, a pepper spray gun, and
There's
3
more to this story, guys. Just
loaded
wait.
firearms. This is not a normal case that a street police officer handles, Swansea Police Chief Steve Johnson said in a statement. The safety and security of the community, the pilot, and the passenger were of the utmost concern. Is there anything special I'm supposed to read? Because I feel like I'm just going on and on here.
Yeah, just a second. Let me find it. Where was it at? I thought it said there was one point I thought it said there was 8 dogs in the plane too.
In the helicopter?
I see nothing about 8 dogs in the
It was
plane.
in a different
Jeremy
article.
dreamed this story.
No, it was in another article that I had up before.
Why
I
would
posted this
CNN
one.
fail to mention there were 8 dogs in the plane?
Yeah, I think
that's a big part of the story.
Maybe. Well, let's see. So it's a 8-dog helicopter. So,
8-dog night.
Yeah. Okay. So Chicago Tribune has it on there. It had multiple loaded guns, which they did say, a lot of prescription pills, and 8 dogs were in the chopper with him.
Wow.
Does it say the breed?
Yeah, that's
No,
important.
no.
Good call, Kuipers.
Because I mean, like I'm picturing like 8
Fake
chihuahuas.
news.
They were skyhounds.
But he did. He failed all of the sobriety tests except they couldn't determine for the actual walk on the line, all those sorts of things. However, the breathalyzer came back with no alcohol in his system.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, what do we want to call it?
Well, I see
But 8 dogs.
Hella drunkter.
Flight Simulator login says.
Hello Chugger. CWI chopping well intoxicated.
America get to the chopper.
Flood of the Drunkinator. I think that Hella Drunkter is a good one there.
Sky Dogs. All right. The next story comes from clickororlando.com, in which I like to think it's Click or Lando. It's like a game show where you choose if you're going to click or Lando. Calrissian.
This deal is getting worse all the time.
Oh. Florida woman hid meth in buttocks during jail booking.
Yes,
Look
Florida.
at that picture.
That's bold.
A Florida woman attempting to save her drug stash hid a baggie of meth in her buttocks during a jail booking. Unfortunately, that was not the worst or most disgusting part of the ordeal. The Daily Mail reports that Adamson, 30, was pulled over in Naples after claims she had broken someone else's car window. During the stop, police found a syringe and heroin in her car. Adamson was arrested and taken to the Naples jail center. While undergoing a strip search, Adamson reached into her buttocks and pulled out a small plastic bag. Adamson then placed the bag in her mouth and began to chew its contents. Authorities were able to retrieve the bag, and tests came back positive for meth. She was booked on a $22,000 bail.
Can we go back to the last poll? I really like Teddy's suggestion. All dogs go to helicopter. Sorry.
I don't know if it'll let me.
Oh, okay, anyways. This
Jolliver says no zoom needed. Thank you.
No, we needed the zoom. Hey, Kuipers, smash your pass.
He's like, I'm desperate.
Pass.
Good. Good.
Woo!
That's good.
Had to build the suspense for dramatic tension, though.
Yeah, that's
she
good.
she tried to take some butt meth.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good pass.
I mean, it is tempting, though. I mean, what that butt meth.
You're saying you both could get high then.
Oh man, some of them coming through here. Best method.
Method.
Keisterfetamine. Crazy, you made him spit soda everywhere.
Keisterfetamine. That's so dumb. Oh no, it's everywhere. Why'd you say it right when I took a drink?
I didn't know you were taking a drink.
I just cleaned up the studio too.
Irrelevant native said butt rocks. Login fail. Tainted meth.
Tainted meth.
Whiskey cleric Joe Dirt 3.
Oh, that's great.
Oh man,
Special K.
Those are some good ones.
Oh man, yeah, that's hard. It's hard to say which one it would be.
But Orlando.
But Orlando. Maybe it's like a taste test where you're like, was this meth up someone's butt? You tell us.
Was this meth from somebody's butt, or was it Lando Calrissian?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I think that keisterfetamine.
I'd go Logan's tainted meth myself.
Tainted meth.
That's pretty good too.
Oh, which one to choose?
Oh yeah.
If it persuades anything, when I see keisterfetamine, it kind of makes me think Keemstar.
And you're picking.
You're trying to get Kyle to pick it.
Tainted meth.
I think Keister is ordinarily spelled with an I. That's why you're making the association
Probably.
with Keemstar.
Yeah.
Ah,
probably.
so you spelled it wrong. All right, we're gonna go with tainted meth.
Tainted
meth.
You're
in
thinking it too,
Orlando.
Eric?
Yeah.
Very nice whiskey cleric.
Yeah, what was that? Sleepless in Orlando. Eric laughed like Yoda. LMAO. Did you hear it? Why don't you clip it, Teddy, and share it with the world? You have that power.
Yeah, you got the power.
All right, it's up. The 4-4, that is.
Is it?
Yes, it is up. Go vote.
You did it. We did it without Trevor.
Go vote. We did it without Trevor.
That's good. I'm glad that we did.
We can do it without Trevor.
Tainted love.
I can't find it. I can't find the hook.
There it is. There it is. Tainted love.
Okay, we don't want to get a copyright.
Touch me, please.
Whoa.
Teddy, it's never too late to clip.
No.
Don't touch me, please.
Tainted love.
All right. That does it for the 404 Club. Be sure to go to minuteandtub.com, or no, actually twitter.com/minuteandtub.
Yes.
And vote in that poll. It is right there. Someone put it in the chat. Jeremy, put it in the chat for the people, just in case they need it. Twitter.com/minuteandtub. Hope it was worth the Keith Urban concert,
it is
Trevor.
at the top. Yeah, Trevor. Keith Urban.
So
Keith Bourbon. Keith sounds better.
Keith Bourbon.
Than Keith Urban.
Keith Bourbon.
Have an idea?
I didn't know where to turn.
Mail time! You got mail.
You can email us at iwannaget@minuteandtub.com.
0 emails.
Big ol' 0.
And after the show, and we
thought people
asked
might have got
at
some.
the panel.
All right, so if you want to send us an email, you need to send it to tubcast@minuteandtub.com. That's tubcast@minuteandtub.com. Send us any emails that you got. Whether you want to do a would you rather, you need some advice from us. We give great advice. All of us, I mean, combined have like at least over 70 years of life experience.
Yeah.
Actually,
so
probably over
significantly
100.
more than that.
I know. I was
technically,
being
the
silly.
two of us, Eric, have over 70
I know.
years. Of
I know,
life
but that's what I meant. We were the only ones with
You're
real
the only
life
ones with
experience.
real life
okay,
experience.
Yeah, and right answers.
I was trying to let that slide under the
I
radar
gotcha, I
without
gotcha.
making Trevor and Kuipers and
So
or
am I-
Nathan and
You
Kyle
suck.
feel bad, you know?
Are mine just artificial experiences?
You're gonna have
then?
to try a lot harder than that to make me feel bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What were you gonna
Do you have
say?
a safe word, Nathan?
I was gonna say, are mine just artificial experiences then? If yours are real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Pretty much.
Yeah, because your DNA is all made up of gifs.
Yeah.
GIF DNA.
Hey, Kuipers, do you have anything that you want to ask us
Yeah.
that you would have emailed in?
Yeah. What would you have emailed? But make it good, Kuipers. This is
oh
you're
dear.
almost to the
Under
end of your
pressure.
2-hour interview.
Oh my. I always hate when they ask the questions. They're like, "Do you have any questions for us in the interview?" It's like, "When am I hired?" Which, yeah.
that
Okay.
depends-
Yeah. There we go.
that
How
dep-
much are you going to
when-
pay me? Do I have
Nothing.
to show up to work on Monday, or can I come in late?
When am I hired? That's the
That's
question.
his question. When am I hired?
If you pass this, you will be hired
Eventually.
promptly after.
We're
yeah,
we're
after-
pursuing other options.
After we decide, you'll be hired.
We've
Oh,
got
yeah.
we've had over 26 applications.
Yeah,
So,
we've got a lot of
46.
applications to go through.
Yeah.
So we got to get through those, and then we will give you a final decision.
Are you proficient with computers?
Why are there so many freaking flies in
Yes.
this?
He has a
studio?
beast over
Because
here.
you brought your stinky sandwich in.
That's why.
Have we ruled out the possibility that his computer is simply a beast because it is from the olden times of the 90s?
Might be.
Yeah,
Is
it
it
does
from-
kind of look like an old computer.
Crazy Lake says, yeah, this is kind of like what Trevor went through when Trevor went through the wardrobe into Neverland. I don't
And
think
now
that's
he's a
where the
little boy.
wardrobe is. Or
I
where
went down
Neverland
Mount
is.
Doom.
Neverland is not through the wardrobe.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's at Michael Jackson's house. God rest
Yeah.
his soul. Chemtrails got him. So yeah, that was an okay, but I need you to give it another shot.
Yeah, we need another email, Kuipers.
Oh, okay.
Make up emails for us.
Yeah.
If you are a fan
Tell
of
us,
the show,
tell us that someone,
I thought
what
you were
someone
going to
wrote
make him
in.
dance or do push-ups again.
no, yeah. Well, that would be punishment.
Oh, for us?
Why is everyone saying soiled it?
It's a SpongeBob reference.
I must not have seen that episode.
All right, Kuipers, give us a good question. Like a would you rather, even like would you rather?
Oh well, I had a question, but it was a bad one. But it was still a question.
Let's hear it.
Okay. If you were a fruit, which would you be and why?
Oh, I got it.
What's up?
Oh, dear.
I'd be a pineapple.
Why?
Because I could go on pizza.
High five.
Hey.
That's good.
Kyle, I think you'd be a kiwi because you're already hairy.
I mean, that would be a second
The fruit that
place.
looks like a hairy nutsack.
I would be.
A kumquat.
What would you be, Jeremy?
I'm thinking about it, I don't know.
Crazy says if I was a fruit, I'd be Barry Manilow.
Like, what? That's
Barry
funny.
Cantaloupe.
That's really funny.
Barry Cantaloupe.
I think Kyle would be Keemstar if he was a fruit.
These aren't fruits, guys. No, I don't know what I think. I would maybe be like a BlackBerry. I think that's what I would be.
That's a phone, Eric.
Wouldn't you rather be an Apple?
That's also a phone.
Oh yeah.
I'd much rather be an Apple than a
I
BlackBerry.
think I figured it out.
What would you be, Jeremy?
I think I'd be a plum.
Okay, why?
Well, because
Not a lot of people appreciate
I'm
plums.
a little tart, you
Yeah.
know. I got enough fiber to keep regular.
Okay.
Sometimes I got a dark pit inside of me.
Yeah. And it comes out
and,
after you get bit.
Yeah, and if I get a little too ripe, I'm soft.
All right, that's a pretty good explanation. I don't have nearly enough thought to go into it. I mean, I might be a banana, but that's just because, you know.
A relevant native says Eric looks like a tomato, but an overripe tomato.
Sadie says I'm a banana, so
Yeah.
I'll go with banana. I'd be a banana, yeah.
Sure, you're not a cucumber. There you go. Yeah, log
That's
in.
not a fruit.
With the, yes,
cucumber
it
is a fruit.
And,
Oh, is it really?
And
Yeah.
login is winking intentionally, I think.
Oh,
But yeah.
so, I mean, I've always heard the argument that tomatoes are fruits.
Seeds are inside.
Nathan, real quick.
I'm not sure what I would be.
Okay. You'd be a star fruit.
I could be a star fruit.
KUIPERS.
Yes.
Did you answer?
No, he
I
doesn't
did
get
not.
to answer his own question.
Okay.
But what would you be? Go quick.
Probably mango.
Okay, nice. Why would you be a mango?
Because they're mangoes.
Oh, okay.
Because no one actually knows when they're like ready to eat. Just like you don't know if and when you're gonna ever be our intern for real.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you I don't know. The questions I'm a little I'm a little rocky. I mean, if you had one more to redeem yourself, and a better email, do you, or is this it? That's it. That's all you got. Okay, that's fine.
That's all the emails he has.
Can we prank call your mom?
All right, you will be. You are being. You are.
If you want to,
we can't prank phone call.
We can prank
I
call his
mean,
mom. Oh no!
well, wait, no, actually, no, probably not. She's in bed right now.
Oh, dang it!
Never mind.
I failed this again. You're definitely getting punished now. This is the point in the show where we would like to thank our Patreon peeps.
Yes.
And we would like to give them all a shout out. And
Are you trying to find it?
And,
no, he's trying to make up for a mistake, I think.
I know what's happening.
I'm just gonna give a quick shout out to some of them peeps that are at the co-producer level or higher.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, the co-producer level is $10 or higher, and that's Mr. God of Atheists. Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go.
That's
Appreciate
Mr. J. Oliver.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you as well.
And that's also Mr. Teddy.
Yeah,
Mr.
Teddy.
Teddy.
And if you guys are in the chat and you want to share with the rest of the chat how they can also be a Patreon member,
So
please do so.
if you're at the $10 level, you get a shout out, or at least we put your name in orange sometimes. But tonight we chose not to because we did it
want to
different.
give you that
we did it personal,
heartfelt.
different. But also thanks to all our Patreon members. I know Kitty Kale just subscribes. Thanks for doing that. And if you want to be part of the Patreon family and get special bonus things, just do it.
Which reminds me, we got to set up a time this month for our
A hangout. Yeah, that'll be
And
coming
I'm pretty
up.
sure we agreed now that the $100 level fart jars can be a thing.
No, we
because-
didn't.
No, that did not get
because-
settled at
but no,
Patreon.
but- no, in the
Jeremy,
panel,
just because you say a thing is going to happen does not mean we settled it.
You can't sell bodily fluids on the
it's
internet.
not a fluid.
Okay, he is technically right. It's not a fluid.
Technically, you can't ship gases, substances either.
But anyways,
Yeah.
all right. We're
Properly
done. We're not discussing this anymore. We've discussed
pressurized
so many fart jar things on here. We're not doing it anymore. It's been settled. It has been written. But yes, if you are at the $15 level or higher, you are qualified to join us on our hangout, which we do bi-monthly. So we will be doing one of those soon.
God of Atheists says put Stargate on the agenda for the next Patreon chat.
Jeremy would be glad to talk to you about that.
I do want to also say.
Oh boy.
Since I now realize that we've got a number of people in the Minnesota area, who are fans, followers, subscribers, all the good stuff, and I'm planning on being up there at the end of the month. So if you guys want, me to do a book signing.
Of
a
other
picture
people's
signing.
books.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeremy will sign your Bible for you.
We may have to set up a table inside Mall of America and do a signing if you guys would be willing to show up. So
Yeah, Eric's got a nice new shirt on there.
Thanks for noticing, Logan.
That is a great new shirt.
It's got felt on it.
I ordered
felty.
it. Yeah, if you get this one, it's a fuzzy print, so
I
it's
like
nice
that.
and soft and felty. It's menintub.com. It's one of our
So you
newest
can feel
shirts.
us.
You know, we put these on Spreadshirts. So we don't really make a lot of money, but it's more for advertising. But so when we buy them, we pay full price ourselves. I bought 2 shirts before Comic-Con in hopes to wear them at Comic-Con.
They didn't show up, did
and
they?
they didn't show up till Monday. But
Ugh.
oh well, I've got them now, and I like this one a lot. It's very nice. And let's see here. Relevant Native says Bibles. Is that why this is a family-friendly show? Yes, Jeremy wrote the Bible, so he would sign it.
Crazy Lake said he's chartering a party bus next year to come to OCC.
Yeah. All right, that wraps up our show. But before we go, please pick a genre of music from African, blues, classical, contemporary, disco, electronica, funk, holiday, horror, jazz, Latin, modern, musical, polka, pop, reggae, rock, silent film score, ska.
How do you do that? That's great.
Unclassifiable, or world urban. Pick one of those genres and stop requesting porn groove, Irrelevant Native. It's not going to happen. All right. We got some votes for a couple votes for African. And polka. I think polka might be the first like actual. We got ska. We're going to wait to see like which one wins here.
God of Atheist wants that EDM.
EDM. We don't have. I guess that's electric.
Lucas wants African.
There's a lot of votes for African music.
Yeah, I see 3 for.
No one wanted silent film score.
I'd listen to that.
Well, Kuipers, as your punishment for sucking at emails, you're gonna have to dance
Get up
again
and dance.
as we leave. But leave that beard on. Leave your headphones on so you can hear the music.
Oh right.
Yeah,
you gotta dance and.
Let's see. I gotta pick one with a good beat here. How about Tifa Maradi? Now, don't make this offensive, or you're gonna get fired, because this is African genre. We need to respect their traits.
I don't know any African dances.
Well, just do what feels good. Here we
Get
go.
in the camera.
Good night, everybody. It's been a real swell time. We'll see y'all next week. Hope you come back.
Oh no!
Keep it up, Kuipers dance.